Look around and tell me I'm wrong. Look around and tell me I'm wrong. Get gone.
So as promised, I'm going to take you just on a little walk around this site. It's a gorgeous day, as you can see. It's beautiful, but oh my goodness, at night it's cold because of this. I mean, it's lovely, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And it is gorgeous. It's warm enough to be out with just a sweater, but once that sun starts going down, whoa, the temperature drops, and there was a hell of a frost over everything. We were shivering this morning, although we did at least have some heating. It just means you've got to get up in the morning and put it on, which neither of us want to do. We're finding our way towards Madrid, where I'm going to meet up with my friend Jessica. So it's lovely. There's nothing around here really, to be fair. There's nothing of actual interest. I mean, the mountains are lovely, but as far as anywhere to visit or attractions, or, you know, just even sort of a local town or something, there just really isn't anywhere. It is very lovely, but it is just a stop on an endless succession of stops. What I would really like to do is to get somewhere where we can stay for a little while, because we've now done 2 weeks, well, nearly 2 weeks, not quite 2 weeks, but getting on for 2 weeks continuous moving. I think we've stayed once for 2 nights. And you know what, it does get tiring. There's no doubt it does get a bit tiring. Once we get down to the south of Spain, we intend to take things a lot easier. I think we just want to get somewhere where we don't need heating. This is not good at all.
Look out the window.
Yeah, you're okay.
What do you think, Janis? It's for sale, a doer-upper?
Oh yes, look how romantic is that, Geoff?
You can have that. Couple of weeks, knock it into shape.
Couple of weeks.
Well, I like to take my time, you know.
I know you do, but I'll make lots of, I'll bring you lots of beer, and I'll cheer you on from the sidelines.
It's even got a postbox and everything.
That's, oh my goodness, look at it. There's furniture in here and everything. Wow. Kind of a shame, isn't it? Oh well. Out through the little door. Pretty idyllic, doesn't it? That's the classic camper van sunset. Except this is where we're staying. It's all in the angle, guys. If anyone ever tells you that camper vanning is all glamour and Instagram shots, don't believe them, because sometimes you end up here. Geoff found this place and he didn't realise it was going to be quite this earthy. But anyway, I mean, it's spectacular sunset. Look at that, it is gorgeous. We're going to go out and get some dinner. We don't care, it's only for a night. It's always only for a night, right? So this is the palace, and we learned that it has over 3,000 rooms and no toilets, because apparently people would just sort of go in a bucket and throw the contents out the window. And it was made for Philip of France. I think it was King Philip IV, who was from Versailles, and he came to Madrid and didn't like the palace that he was moved into, and apparently he cried and said, I don't like it, and I want a big palace. I want a palace that I can have one room for every day of my life. And they said, no, we're not going to do that. And then apparently, miraculously, in inverted commas, that palace burnt down. And so he said, oh no, that was my favorite palace. So now you have to build me a palace. And so they did, and this is the palace they built. So here's another fun fact. The really beautiful road signs that are all around Spain and also Portugal are not by chance. Apparently they're painted because so many people were illiterate, they couldn't actually read the road signs. So they would put a painting so they could identify the street they were on. So a lot of the pictures of the road signs are very literal. So Casa del, whatever Spanish for elbow is, has a picture of an elbow on it. It's quite cute. They're very pretty. They're really lovely. We've been doing
Mad in Madrid.
We've been doing a big tourist day. We did a 2-hour walking tour. Geoff said it was a 2-hour talking tour because
Yeah, it was about 1 hour walking, 1 hour talking about every king and queen going back to the 11th century. Not exactly my cup of tea.
history is not his favourite thing. It was, she said, well, you're going to have a masterclass in Spanish history, and Geoff sort of went.
And then she had a quiz at the end to see how much she remembered.
It was a little verbose, but she was lovely. She was a great personality. She was great. We went through all of the Spanish kings, all of their children. But there was some interesting stuff. Whoever the Philip was it Philip the IV? She would have me back on detention for my lack of retentive memory for days. Honestly, she is an ex-school teacher. She even threatened to take our phones away if she caught us looking at our phones when we should be concentrating. It was quite terrifying. Down Madrid. Take Madrid off the list.
Go south, young girl.
We're going south next. We expect to hit the south coast in a couple of days. Don't know where tomorrow's stop will be. But then we
No
never
one knows, it'll be bright.
could be brightly.
Oops, one turn again.
I think Geoff would like it if we planned more. I like the plan.
At least on the day.
This is Jessica. We're having a gorgeous dinner. We're having a gorgeous vegan dinner. Yes. And we are drinking garden meal cocktail. So God only knows what we're going to be like.
We have everything inside.
There is everything in the apartment.
Here. Then we have another one.
Let me just show you our lovely meal. Hang on. Go. This is broccoli, by the way. This is not chicken. I know it looks like chicken, but it's broccoli. So we're going to have our dinner. And Jessica and I are going to spend a perfectly lovely evening talking about tarot, shamanism, Kabbalah, and whatever else we can come up with. So we've left Madrid and we're heading out into open country, heading south. Big news is sunglasses, fans on. It's a little, we have some warmth, guys, because the thing is that Spain has been going through this weird cold snap in the last week. My friend Jessica and the tour guide, people have been saying, oh, it's just this weird, unseasonable cold thing that's just happened. And secretly, I have felt responsible. Our family trope is, and this comes from my parents, that we take the bad weather with us wherever we go. It's not just because we're English. My parents kind of had this anecdote that they went to the Grand Canyon. No, Death Valley, not the Grand Canyon, Death Valley. And it rained. And the guy in the little hut said, it hasn't rained in Death Valley in over 50 years. It's raining. And my parents said, yeah, well, you know, you can thank us later. We were thinking that we should hire my parents out as global drought relief. The other big news is Geoff's driving exploits just go from strength to strength. We wanted to get nearer to where my friend Jessica was. And obviously we were in that car park, you know, with the sunset and the pipes. You remember that? We were there and we wanted to get nearer. So we were driving around her area looking for another place to park overnight. Couldn't find anywhere. It was rammed. I mean, properly rammed. Everywhere was jammed up. So I did my thing that I do. I evoked, you can try this yourself at home. I evoked the power of parking fairy. I know, right? The parking fairy is a powerful aid when you're looking for a parking space. So I said, oh, parking fairy, find us the perfect parking space. So a couple of minutes later, we were driving over the railway, the motorway bridge, and we turned left and we came across this area and there was a parking space that was 2 spaces long. Now this bus, guys, is 18 feet. Now for you young things, that is 6.84 meters. 6.84 meters, nearly 18 foot long. That is long to parallel park. So I said to Geoff, well, we can't get in there. That's just not going to work. He went, well, we can try. And he did it. I did get out and do a little bit of, you know, forward a bit, left a bit, back a bit. But we did it. He parallel parked an 18-foot bus. I got to tell you, respect where it's due. Respect where it's due, Geoff. I don't know whether any of you have noticed in any of the other videos, but Geoff has been sporting a little bit of a beard, which periodically he decides he's going to grow a beard, and I have given up making comments. And I got back last night after my dinner with Jessica, and it had all gone. It was all smooth again. Smooth and youthful. A smooth operator.
Smooth operator.
I think he looks lovely. I think he looks lovely all clean shaven. So we are heading down. We'll check in with you later and have a lovely day, and we will speak to you soon. is in his happy place. Cheers, darling.
Cheers.
We have driven all day. We've come to Morea, and it's great. And we're in a restaurant, and it's really, really nice.
And we even got a waitress.
It's worryingly tourist friendly in English. Do you know what? I've got to tell you, we're not complaining. This is just lovely.
Doing really well.
Never have we been so happy to sit in a warm restaurant with a glass of red wine. We're very happy. It's warm. And we think it's going to be a lovely couple of days. Cheers.
Baby, tengo disimulo, tengo la camisa negra de uniforme conmigo. Cerrártelo cuando quieras, mamita.
Chasing rainbows, jumping over hedges, flying like a spider.